Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Welcome to Trailer Boys. My name is Nate Brown. This is my brother Sam Brown.
Hey!
This is our show where we watch movie trailers, and we don't submit the movie trailers. You guys submit the movie trailers to a website called miseryloves.us, and you don't submit any movie trailer. You submit the movie trailer based on a theme. This theme we're doing now is the second part. We did Creature Features last week. We're doing Creature Features Part 2 again. We had a ton of great submissions. We didn't get to all of them. It looks like we got a bunch of new submissions, which is very fun. And creatures would be like kind of monster stuff. I think like a giant spider would be considered a creature. Aliens was kind of a gray area, because some of them are like alien movies and they're not creatures, but other ones like the movie Aliens is a creature. So, if you're in doubt, submit it. And if we're like, you know what, this is an alien, not a creature, we'll vote against it. So last week's winner, I'll play, which I'm not sure if it was my choice for winner. But we did watch this movie. Let me see. And I'm still having a hard time figuring out how I felt about this. But let's see. So this is last week's winner.
The disease affects both young and old. Every bed is full, and they're doing all they can.
He was scheduled to take part in our experimental drug testing program.
Wait. What are you saying that you're experimenting on convicts?
Too little.
And that is Parker
happen.
Lewis.
Too much, and who knows what you'd get.
So yeah, you watched this.
Indeed.
So he's a convict that they're experimenting on. Did they explain why his jumpsuit's so loose fitting?
No, and it's hilarious because it's very ill. It's like a clown suit, and it has his name printed on the back.
That explosion must have done something to him. I'm telling you, it must have altered his DNA somehow.
They're giving you a blood transfusion to try and slow this down.
He wants to mate Tom. That's why he's looking for me.
He's here! You don't know what you're up against! You can't go in there. Well, I'm going in. Hey! Mosquito!
No, he's not dead, Tom. It's not my blood. No, Ray!
Was the version you watched called Mansquito or Mosquito Man?
I think it was Mosquito Man. But I mean, the funny thing is, what you learn in the movie is that his like why do you think it would be called Mansquito or Mosquito Man?
Because he's part mosquito, part man.
You would think that. The guy's last name is Mansquito. It's crazy. Doug Mansquito. So I'll say this. It wasn't bad. That's the crazy thing. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was a very appropriate mid-hunt. Because I was expecting it to be like worse than it was. I expected it to be worse than it was. It wasn't as fun as I wanted it to be, but it was very much in the mids in the mid of it, you know,
in the
midiverse. There was a lot of fun stuff. It was though
definitely mitigated.
It was a sci-fi original, Stark says.
I wish there was the response when the girl goes, he's trying to mate with me. That I think Parker Lewis was playing her boyfriend, where she was like, "Oh yeah, so full of yourself. Everyone's always trying to fuck you."
Well, he was really jealous, and then that's what made him go on his like revenge rampage, because he was cool with Manskito just like killing people. Like he killed like a prostitute, he killed like a bunch of people in a bar, and as a cop, he was totally fine with that. And then as soon as his girlfriend is like, he wants to mate with me, he lost his shit. It was insane. Corin Nemec? Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, he brought it. That's the crazy thing is I was like, he wasn't bad. Like the acting wasn't totally awful. There were some really funny, B-movie stuff. I don't know. It fell in a very weird thing. So I was like, it wasn't awful, but it wasn't fun bad. So it's just, but yeah.
Is Corin Nemec Parker Lewis?
Parker Lewis is Corin Nemec, yes.
I'm surprised he didn't do more.
Yeah. I mean, he crushed this. It's funny though, his girlfriend had like a really cool apartment, and they had been dating for a long time. I don't know, maybe they were engaged, but like every time they had sex, he left. He was like, I gotta go back to work. Like, I'm a cop, I gotta go do cop things. He's like zipping up his fly, and she's still in bed. Like, what's going on? Every time. It was pretty great. But yeah, so that won last week. Also, what we did see, I just want to play it now that we're here and you're still eating your sandwich, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
After information was leaked regarding an experimental and highly controversial growth hormone that was reportedly injected in the ape routinely since birth.
Are you getting this? Yeah, I'm getting it, man. I know what I'm doing, man. Come on, man, pick up.
We're gonna have to stop her before it's too late.
Now that's one mega-sized ape.
Get me the president.
Dear Lord, what have I done?
That was Mega Ape. I kind of want to go through some points here. So, correct me if I'm wrong. You guys can jump in. I know if Beachy's still paying attention, but I think the movie itself was like 80 minutes long, right? The movie was 80 minutes long. The intro credits were about 10 minutes. The end credits, the scroll was like the slowest scroll I've ever seen, and that was like 20 minutes a movie, right? And there are a ton of drone establishing shots. So like the movie itself of just the scenes, I think was about 30 minutes. And one of those scenes was like a couple on their phones filming themselves, and it was like their video, like found video kind of stuff. And they're like walking through the woods. I don't remember if they were like looking for the mega ape or they were doing something, but like that was also like a 10-minute long scene too. So it was like, there wasn't a whole lot of movie there. Was it Tom Sizemore? Is that who that was in the beginning? He got killed so fast that like I wasn't fully like paying attention, and I was like, when does Tom, at the end of the movie, I'm like, when does Tom Sizemore come in? They're like, he died in the first scene, so he was in and out right away. Bai Ling had a couple scenes, which we were surprised that she like came back after her first scene. And then the writer director is named Dark Nemesis, and it could be Nemesis Dark. Let me see. I think he's here. I've muted it for us. This guy is in a bunch of stuff. Pretty amazing. So yeah, a lot of scenes like this, just a lot of B-roll stuff, like a lot of it. And then first of all right, so there's the director. He put himself in this scene here. The ape kind of changes size. He's not like always this size. But I would also never say he's like I wouldn't say he's a mega ape there.
So that's a large ape.
Dark Infinity, what I say, Dark Nemesis? The same thing. It's the same like cringy name. It's a pretty big ape. I'd be like, damn, it's a big ape. Like this is a very tiny car. It's like a Volt, like a Chevy Volt. You put him next to a Hummer, you're like, oh, he's like a Hummer-sized ape. Yeah, he's like a big ape. He's like a abnormally large ape, which should be the title of the movie. But yeah, so we watched that too. It was just so crazy the way he was like, we're going to make this movie and then fill it, like try and pad it with as much stuff as possible. And then I think we watched like a couple more of his movies because they were all kind of like that. And then, went into the rabbit hole of like, how much you get paid to put a movie on Tubi and stuff. It was pretty interesting because this guy has done a couple of them and they're all very similar. The slowest end credit scroll you've ever seen. It's very, very funny. Giant fucking snake. Yeah. Giant fucking snake was pretty funny because it was like it was a lot of tiny snakes, right? Wasn't it? I don't know that none of them. Yeah, it was a whole rabbit hole that ended up being like the rest of the night. So that was a fun watch on that stream there. So that's Mega Fucking Ape. So those are what we had last week that I felt were very memorable. Obviously, we did watch Horror Express, which I think is a great movie. One of the ones we didn't watch, which I was hoping to see, was The Dark. Let's see The Dark. Do you have so that's the thing. If you haven't seen the show before, people submit the trailers to miseryloves.us. Somebody can hit submit in chat to do that one. And then what happens is we watch the trailers. Sam and I will vote on it. We'll be like, you know what? I loved it, 2 points. I liked it, 1 point. Didn't like it, 0 points. Chat chooses yes or no. You guys also get to vote yes or no. And then the percentage of likes are what triggers the points there. Let me see. And it looks like, oh, no. This is what we're doing here. See? There we go. So 0 to 25% is 0 points. 25 to 50% is 1 point. 50 to 75, 2 points. 75 to 95, 3 points. And then over 95%, yes, gets 4 points. And that's how the game works. Once we get to 100 points, the season ends and we crown a winner. And the point scoreboard, although we haven't updated last week yet because, this is all still in the same category. So don't get upset if you're like, you know what, I got points last week and they're not showing up. But this is what it looks like so far. Remember, last week's points have not been added to this yet. There we go. And that's the game and the show called Trailer Boys. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Dante Ballard's back in chat. Long.
He's back.
Is there a list of the films which played last week? You know what? I should have added that, but no. Too late now. We didn't even really get to many. I can read them off to you right now. Horror Express. We'll start at the top. Blue Monkey, Creature from Black Lake, Deep Star 6, Fantastic Planet, Hobgoblins, Horror Express, Mansquito, Mega Ape, Rectuma, which actually got Flanja a negative point. Oh yeah. Lobaka's got it right there. Yeah. Silver Bullet, Splash, The Being, and The Dark. And that was it. So, you got to watch out for those. You got to watch out for those TOS trailers.
Lobaka. Did you get your Lobotka jersey yet? Telling you got to get that Lobotka.
I think Lobaka's been streaming lately too, right? The true Lobaka. You getting your stream on?
We got some trailers. we get some new trailers if you're interested. I think you're about to ask me about that, but yeah,
I'm over it.
Okay. All right then. All right. See you later. Show's over.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Sounds great.
This first one has a pre-trailer trailer. Okay.
Okay. So I'll wait. Do you think they say the name of the movie?
I don't think they do. No. All right. You ready?
Yes.
Gus March Phillips, I have a mission I want you to lead. Thank you, Sergeant.
What's the plan?
To neutralize the German U-boats in the North Atlantic.
We're losing the war.
Hitler is not playing by the rules, so neither are we.
We both know that I'm not very popular with the administration.
Is that
The reason
Red
they
Label?
find you unattractive is the very reason I find you attractive.
If I'm to do this, I'll need my own
Isn't
team.
Red Label the cheapest Johnny Walker?
You won't like them. They're all mad.
They'll need to be.
This is an unsanctioned, unauthorized mission. If we fail, England will be condemned to a lifetime under the German boot.
And so I said, that is not a dog. That is my wife.
It's very good.
Why would they be joking around in English?
You and your operation are reckless. Abort this mission now.
Hello, can't hear you.
Please do off.
Okay.
The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. And you know what that means?
What?
The Suicide Squad movie was based on a true story.
What was that true story?
I don't know, whatever true story this is. This is pretty much like a Suicide Squad prequel, right?
Oh, yeah. True. I mean, this is kind of the Dirty Dozen.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that kind of thing.
And I haven't seen the Dirty Dozen forever. That's Sam Peckinpah?
No.
Or is he Wild Bunch?
He's Wild Bunch. Yeah. I don't know who directed Dirty Dozen, but it's a good one.
Wes Coburn, is he in Dirty Dozen? Or is that Wild Bunch?
Or James Coburn?
James Coburn.
He's in wait, no, the Dirty Dozen is the army one. You're thinking of but I think James Coburn no, Robert I don't think James Coburn is in not the Wild Bunch, not the Dirty Dozen, but
he's in neither of those.
What's the other one?
It's crazy to me.
The Great Escape, yeah. But what's the one with that they just like remade recently, and Yul Brynner's in it.
Magnificent Seven.
Magnificent Seven, yes, that's what I was trying to think of. He's in Magnificent Seven.
He was also in Snow Dogs.
He was it, or Wild Bunch, or I mean, Dirty Dozen is what's that guy's name? The guy with the white hair that in like Flynn.
Isn't that James Coburn?
No, that's someone. I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind. Not Steve Martin. Lee Marvin.
Lee Marvin.
Yes,
Fuck,
thank
yes.
you. Thank
yes,
you.
Lobaka. Okay. I get Lee. I honestly, that's on me. I get Lee Marvin and James Coburn mixed up a bunch.
Just Lee Marvin, Charles Bronson, Jim Brown.
James Coburn.
Telly Savalas, and then there's one that Donald Sutherland, like a young Donald Sutherland.
Remember
good one,
Donald
though.
Sutherland in Animal House?
Oh yeah, that's great.
He's
With
like
the
wearing
sweater.
this sweater with no pants, and he like reaches up to get something on the top shelf.
Ernest Borgnine. Did
Ernest
Donald
Borgnine
Sutherland
was
die?
Wild Bunch, was he?
No, Ernest Borgnine is in. I think he's in both. He plays one of the officers in Dirty Dozen. Donald Sutherland just died. I didn't know Donald Sutherland was. Donald James Parker's dead.
No,
John Cassavetes. That's the one I was trying to think of. John Cassavetes is also in.
Do you know
Dirty
his
Dozen.
son Nick Cassavetes?
He's like a filmmaker too, right?
Yeah, and he was also the bad guy in The Wraith.
Oh.
Okay. Cool. That's a good rabbit hole. All right, guys. Good show.
Yeah.
You got another trailer?
Rio Gramps.
I really enjoy the rabbit holes more than everything else. Guy Incognito, I remember that very distinctly too. Is anyone else trying to figure out what it's spelling?
It wasn't trying to spell that. There's no way it's spelling that.
It's too much of a teaser style trailer, you know?
Yeah. I get that.
There's not enough for me to even like comment on.
Yeah. I always wanted to make, I always think it's funny. I think when I was like 10, I wanted to make a movie where it was like there's these murderers, there's all these murders happening around the city, and they put the pins on them, and then they realize it's a pentagram.
They've done that in a movie though, right? They've had to have.
They had to have, yeah. But it's such a funny, like, wait a second, connect the dots.
I would love to see somebody connecting the dots and it's just a huge dong. And here are the balls.
It's funny that they're connecting the dots and like it's a pentagram. You're like, well, it's also like a pentagon, you know?
Yeah.
Like if you connect it this way.
And if you have like 5 points, you can just draw a star, you know, like.
Yeah, pentagram is 5 points connected. Yeah.
Beach That Makes You Old says, I think that might be Resurrection starring Chris Lambert.
Cool.
You'd hate to be one of the scrotum murders. Yeah. Void Primate, victim number 5, is the middle point between each testicle. Like, I want to be the head or nothing. The shaft, you get mixed in with everybody else.
Oh my God, this guy has killed 15 people. It's like so many points to make that like curve testicle.
I'm doing my art. There's like really detailed like killings that like, and then there's a break. And then there's like this little like tadpole shape off the end of the thing. There's also a line down the middle. They're like, yeah, you do this for every crime. Like you're putting just, there's like, you did this for break-ins. You know, 3 weeks ago there were carjackings and you drew boobs.
The criminals make what they make, okay?
I'm just finding the patterns here. That should be a show, like The Pretender or like the Mentalist.
The Patternist.
Like the Patternist. It's like, what do I see? And it's like all these like symbols flying around his head, and he's like, got it. And it's like, whoop, whoop, whoop. It's just a dick graffiti.
There was a show recently that was like, that's called something like that, and I'm like, why didn't they? Or it's not called like, it's called like Hunt, and one of the lines in the trailer is the guy's like, I'm a rewardist or something like that. And they're like, I'm like, why didn't you call it the rewardist? It's like a guy, like the whole thing is someone who's like getting like rewards for missing people. Ooh, I got another trailer. This is a Netflix trailer, but I am interested in seeing this movie, so I want to see this trailer. I think it's
Doggy says it's called Tracker. My mom's excited to watch.
Oh, Tracker. Yeah. And what does Tracker say? Doesn't he say he's a rewardist?
Pull up the trailer.
Or something like that.
We'll watch it after the Netflix. Or do you want to watch it now? Then we'll watch the Netflix one.
No, I'll watch the. All right, wait. We'll. All right, I'll find the Tracker trailer. It's a 2-minute trailer. All right, here's the 1-minute trailer. All right.
You collect rewards, right?
I prefer the term rewardist.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's looking for something.
This show should be called The Rewardist.
It is cool, actually. Very cool. I'm a professional. This is how I make my living. How you survive is you make quick, smart decisions. You remain calm. You never let panic take the wheel. I don't know how to repay you. Just the reward money's fine. I believe it was 50 grand. All right, team. I need your help.
Check this out.
You know what the problem with you is, Coulter Shaw? You're so
Coulter
damn
Shaw.
interesting.
Thank you.
What a fucking name.
You're gonna survive. Let's get you home. Come on.
Tracker. I think the woman that played Calamity Jane in Deadwood was like his home base person. I looked at her. She's a good actress.
She's good, yeah.
Rewardist.
Coulter Shaw. If you look like that guy, you're like, all right, I'm going to take enough acting lessons and work out all the time till I can play a character named Coulter Shaw. You know, it's like, it's a given.
Yeah. I'm going
to play Coulter Shaw.
Specific, like that title, that character name is like, if you heard that and you're like, all right, I'm going to give you the name Coulter Shaw. Now you tell me what type of thing this character is in. You're pretty much describing some kind of like prime CBS primetime show, you know, like that's what it is.
I wonder how long they like brainstormed before they got Coulter Shaw, and they're like, yes.
So, somebody Google Coulter. Is anyone named Coulter? And they're like, that's not a name. And they're like, good, we're doing it.
All right, here's the trailer I want to watch.
Doug Mansquito.
You enjoying your pie?
All pie is good pie. So, am I the right guy to eliminate your problem?
This is good.
Glenn Powell wrote the screenplay?
Whoa.
I really like Glenn Powell.
Yeah.
You know, he plays a lot of the same guy, the same type of guy and stuff, but I think he's great. If you haven't seen Scream Queens, I would say check that out. It's pretty fun.
If you haven't seen Everybody Wants Some, check it out. I liked it, you know. I think it was
Everybody Wants Some. I know you liked it.
Everybody Wants Some. Yeah. I think that is what made me that's what won me over with Glenn Powell.
Yeah, you loved that movie.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's underrated.
Charging Magic Missiles is saying hello to you.
The other saying hello to you.
Hey, what's up?
Happy birthday, Lydia. What's your sister's? Oh, wait, I met your sister, right?
You've met Lydia Petunia's sister? That's weird.
Yeah, true.
You want to start the show?
Happy birthday, Nora. Yes, let's start the show.
I wish you know what? I didn't do this thing. It's too late now, but I want to hit it. Wait, no, it's the wrong one. Damn it. Yeah.
Oh, cool. That looks cool. Everyone wish Nora a happy birthday.
Except me. So.
Yeah, except me.
You want to start it off?
Sure. Okay. I'll start it off.
Just so you know, I sorted them by name, and then the ones that are highlighted in yellow were the ones from last week.
Okay. It's a ball sack.
It's a ball sack with eyes.
He's still living. He's still alive.
A kindred.
How many of them were there?
4.
Tell me what you did. Tell me how you
There were
did it.
4 balls.
I want to finish your experiment.
You must go up there this instant and end the experiment. If you continue this experiment, who knows what he might become.
Where's the house in the middle of the road?
Amanda was never one to give up, was she? I mean, she'd hang on, boy. She'd hang on to a dream or a nightmare.
It was a mistake.
Wait, I gotta hear that.
She sent me here to destroy it.
If your mother did achieve this miracle,
Oh, it's on a house. It's on a truck bed.
Amanda was never one to give up, was she? I mean, she'd hang on, boy. She'd hang on to a dream or a nightmare.
It was a mistake. She sent me here to destroy it.
if your mother did achieve this miracle, do you honestly believe she'd want it destroyed?
You call yourself a scientist? A brilliant scientist? Turn the goddamn power on!
It's part of your heart, part of your mind, part of your soul.
He's part of your imagination!
Oh, wow.
Go down, honey!
The Jaguar?
Yeah.
Oh, my God!
The Kindred.
Wow, that's a great sound
We are
clip.
not all the same creature under the skin.
Somebody at Midhunters, remind me I got to sound clip this.
Go down, honey! Hold on a minute! Oh, my God!
The Kindred.
Oh my God!
We are not all the same creature under the skin.
The line after that they cut because obviously they couldn't put it. It was, oh my God, she's in shit. She's in the sea of shit.
We didn't even have plumbing. The toilets just went right underneath the house for years. That actually has nothing to do with like the Kindred. It's just like the poor plumbing just eroded the foundation of the house.
Yeah.
Just...
They built the house like a giant outhouse, you know, like it reminds me of one of my favorite Simpsons lines. This elevator only goes down and someone made an awful mess down there.
I know that one. That's a good one. I liked that trailer. I liked that every time we saw whatever the alien or creature it was like different. You know, like it was like a ball sack head, then it had like tendrils, and then it was kind of like spider looking. Then that person had
think
like
there
gills.
might have been different ones,
Oh,
right? Because they were like there's 4.
Okay.
At one point, so I think that might have been 4 different experiments, but I don't know. Maybe it's
okay. Cool as fuck to me.
I thought that was very right. You know, like it's funny. I think about this, you know, like I think about like when I was a kid, like how I used to see like trailers for horror movies and they would like freak me out and like, you know, like that kind of like give me nightmares kind of thing. And then I think about how like now it's like I love horror movies and I can watch a lot of them and not be freaked out. And the fact that like when I see that, you know, when you see them, they're often like not as scary as they seem. But I gotta say, like when we were kids in the 80s, they made horror movies look wet and slimy, and it looks gross. It is like seeing the kind of like effects in this where they just like everything is covered in like some sort of slime or wetness and like it's everything viscous. Looks like an open wound.
Yeah.
Is like it's still disgusting. It's still like I do not want to touch that. And I feel like they don't have that in horror as much nowadays, right? Like,
yeah, well, you know, with like trends and horror, everything has some kind of trend, you know, and there was like the torture porn trend and everything was like overly bloody and guts, you know. I feel, you know, they've moved away from the practical effects and stuff. So yeah, I agree. There was a lot of just gross ew. Like Society, which I don't even know is like technically a horror movie, but that was like just gross.
Yeah. It's like wet and blah.
Viscous.
It's just like we're gonna have to get a new carpet in here.
Because of why? What'd you do?
Like in where all the slime is.
Oh! I thought you meant like you watching it.
Not.
Like,
yeah. Oh, I came all over the place.
Yeah.
No.
It awoken something inside you.
2 points to that for me.
2 points for me too. I thought that was fun. Classic. You know, and I've never heard of that before, the Kindred.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, it's like, fuck yeah, this is the kind of shit we're looking for this theme. And chat really liked it too. It got 3 points.
Yeah, 3 points. And I also like the whole naming convention for a horror movie that's like and like some kind of abstract word, you know, the Kindred.
Yeah, we had the
Brood,
Dark last week.
The you know,
Being
like
we had last week too. The Being, the Kindred, the Brood, the Dark.
What's it? Coven.
All right, so 3 + 4 is 7. Who gets those points?
7 points going to Beach That Makes You Old.
Wow. Starting off strong. Beachy. Damn it. One person submitted 2 that I want to watch both of them, but I'm going to go with this one.
Oh. All right, yeah.
There is something out there.
Of all the bars to be stuck in.
Unless you people want to die, you'll do what I say and you'll do it fast. They're coming. Right now.
Get out! It's gonna eat us!
We need help. SOS! SOS!
Is that
Balthazar Getty?
Right now, you can get ready to roll. Now, who's with me?
Come on!
If we stay, we die.
God damn it! God bless guns.
This won't run out of ammo.
Any questions?
I'm surprised they're not going to go through the cast if like Henry Rollins is in it, you know?
Yeah. Also, the context for this said Henry Rollins in tiny pink sweatpants. I didn't see that, did you? Feast. The feast that makes you old.
So this is part of a Project Greenlight show. Oh, that makes sense.
That does make sense. I remember Project Greenlight. What happened to that?
I feel like they kept on doing it and people just stopped watching.
It was the Battle of Shaker Heights.
I do remember there's the one season, maybe this was the last season, this was a thing, where they were talking about submissions, and there was a black woman filmmaker who was talking about like, hey, should we get some more diversity in this? And Matt Damon said, you get diversity through casting, not through the people who we pick as directors or something like that. And that was one where it was like, oh, not a great look for Matt Damon there.
No, in hindsight, no. Also, I didn't see the creature. Did I miss it? Was there a creature that you saw? I saw blood and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe it's one of those movies that just doesn't show the creature.
This is the only good one they made with that show. Oh. There was some kind of claw thing, but that was pretty much it. Yeah, I saw the claw thing. You see it a bunch in the movie. Okay. It's almost 20 years old. So
Thing out there.
Of all the bars to be stuck in.
In the very like first second of the movie.
I think we see it again at some other point. Jason Mewes plays himself in it, huh? Huh.
That's always a good sign.
Okay. Oh. The Kindred was directed by Jeffrey Obro, who also directed The Dorm That Dripped Blood. Ooh, cool. I didn't like this one. I'm going to say 0.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. And it's not because a judgment on the movie, it's a judgment on the trailer. Thought it was a bad trailer.
You know what? I mean, that was my thing with like, where's the creature? Like we saw its hand. I feel that's where I was leaning with that. Was that like, I'm not copying you, just in agreement with you. I'm also going to give it 0. Chat did like it. They're giving it 2 points. So that's going to be 2 points going to Danis. Sorry, Danis. It says Henry Rollins Tiny Peak Sweatpants. Didn't see it. Didn't see it. All right, it's more of a me thing, I guess. I have to work on myself. Apologize. I feel guilty. Not so much plot, just guys stuck in a bar fighting monsters. Got to watch it. I know, but watch the trailers, baby.
Okay.
Most creature features won't show the creature. I beg to differ.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of creatures. We know what a mosquito looks like.
I've kept Dr. Hump alive through my discovery that eternal life is to be found in the potent forces used in the sexual acts that create life.
You heard that?
Only a madman would try to get such a tremendous quantity of drugs.
They plan to stop me, but I'm not going to let them do it.
Sick.
All right. So
Dr.
obviously this is a new, like a new trailer made for this. But I think you're probably hard pressed to find an original trailer for the Curious Dr. Hump. But that was fucking rad.
Yeah, it was cool.
I feel like it's worth it,
Worth the new trailer? Yeah, I think the new trailer, like some new trailers, I feel like they fucked with it too much.
And sometimes it's like, oh, you could have used the original trailer. Like, I get how, like, why they would need to make a new trailer for this. And yeah, I just think it's also like,
I mean, they're obviously not trying to like pass it to us like the original trailer.
Yeah.
I liked it. The music slapped. Yes.
The visuals were rad. Those faces were so cool.
Panwell says, I'm not a fan of recut trailers. I'm a purist. I would agree normally, but like if we see this trailer and it sucks and is boring and is like 4 minutes long, and we're like, what the fuck? Then you're going to be like, that's somebody recut this trailer, you know?
And it could be that they didn't have a trailer for it, you know?
True. I do love like the, like these right here. The, I don't know if you have the same, like, you know, suggested things, but it's She-Freak, She-Mob, The Defilers, Attack of the Beast Creatures, Monster of Camp Sunshine, The Shaolin Invincibles, Shredder Orpheus, Durfan, and Glow. So those all look very interesting. Monster of Camp Sunshine was underwhelming.
The description here, the context is, what if Frankenstein's brain donor was super horny when he died? Does he fuck? He does.
Oh, shit. Now I want to see it. That sounds ridiculous. I'm going to give that 2 points.
I'm going to give it 2 points also.
In chat as at 74.2%. Wow. It's so close to being 3 points. Only a couple more seconds left on the clock to vote. If you haven't voted yet. Up, 2 votes just came in and it hit 3 minutes. There we go. It's a 3-point trailer.
7 points. Going to Moondoggy.
Moondoggy. Good one.
I was gonna pick this one.
Tetsuo, Canada! Tetsuo, Canada!
This is such a like a film school, like film studies class kind of vibe.
Yeah, this is what like MTV was like in 1996. It's like all their bumpers and stuff. And
there was a part here. Hold on, I'm gonna read this. So Stork said it like as I was thinking it, but there's a part where I was like, that looks like a Nine Inch Nails album cover. Like it's coming. I mean, all this stop animation stuff is fucking cool as shit. You know, it's coming up here. This part, I was like, that looks like a Nine Inch Nails album cover.
Yeah.
Right?
Like a Pretty Hate Machine kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Further down the spiral a little bit. Like, yeah.
Tetsuo the Iron Man.
Tetsuo Canada! Tetsuo Canada!
What's that? Canada?
Akira? Tetsuo is the character in Akira that gets the powers, and Canada is the main character with the motorcycle.
Tetsuo's the main character?
Tetsuo is the one that gets the powers.
Okay.
That, in Akira. And
He lives in
Canada
Canada.
is... No. I don't know. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong, but Canada is the guy with the motorcycle. The red motorcycle.
What's the movie called?
Akira.
Were you trying to say Akira?
Akira. Yeah.
Akira? I love when people like hard pronounce, you know, like they're going out of their way. And I'm sure whatever culturally that's probably how it's
Akira Nightingale.
When I used to work in the liquor business, I don't know why I said lick business. But when I used to run bars, I had this like very like sorority style girl, like very, you know, blonde and bubbly. And she would like hard pronounce a lot of like the mezcals and tequilas. And then somebody was like, oh yeah, she did a semester in Barcelona. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, but a lot of the liquor she sells is Mexican. So she's just putting like a Barcelona accent on there for, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun for me. Because I was like, yes, okay. With Cal. All right. I really like Tetsuo the Iron Man. Original trailer too. Wild. The stop animation. There was like so much stuff that I was like, oh, this is cool. And I was like, it had like another gear to it in the trailer. So I feel it gave. And that's a 2-pointer for me.
It was a little long, but I'm still going to give it 2 points. It was still
just shy of 3 minutes.
Wild ride.
Yep.
Wait, there's a delay here, and Waystorker Way said exactly what I said. So
you didn't say smidge.
So jinx.
Such a weird word to say.
I said a little too long.
I know,
but I mean,
that's how men say it.
It's always funny when you see something pop up on chat as soon as you say it, because it's like, you know, there's like a 10-second delay, and you're like, ah.
Chat gave this movie 81.4%, so they're giving it 3. So it's another 7-point trailer going to Tetsuo the Iron Man, submitted by Panwall. It's about a Japanese film where a salary man becomes a metal monster. Dick and all also has pretty awesome music. I would agree. I didn't highlight the music. I did enjoy the music there.
So but that guy's the leader of the Avengers.
Iron Man. Yeah, that's him.
Okay.
How would you how would you say Tony Stark? How would you change it to like a Japanese name?
Tony Stark's son?
Yeah, but how would they say it? I want to say it so bad too. I know. Girl kind of Grace says don't.
yeah.
Pistol Rose is problematic. It would be fun to say. Anyway, your turn, Sam.
Once upon a time, or was it more recently, there was a young boy named Dodger. He was the sort of child who was always left out of things. Each day after school, Dodger works in a junk shop owned by the mysterious Captain Manzini.
Witch's broth and vampire's brew make these clothes as good as new.
Dodger has never had a family or a friend he could call his own. Until now.
What's that? They came out to help us.
Meet the Garbage Pail Kids.
Starring Nat Nerd, Windy Winston, Messy Tessie,
Nat Ver.
Give him a chance, Tangerine. You'll like him.
Alligator, Valerie Vomit, Lisa Gregg,
I'm gonna get fired for this.
Foul Phil,
Nice and it opens.
The Garbage Pail Kids movie. They may not be pretty, but boy, they make great friends. Starring Anthony Newley and Mackenzie Aston. The Garbage Pail Kids movie.
What was it, Nat Ver?
I don't know. Let's go back.
Okay. I'll say this. I do like how the trailer didn't, like you're watching it. I feel if they're like Garbage Pail Kids movie, you're already like there, you accepted that and you're like, all right, this is crazy. But leading into it, if you hadn't seen it before, it took like a minute and they're like building it, like he doesn't have friends and shit. And you're like, what is this movie?
I just think it's funny too, like in an 80s movie, there's always kind of this thing of like this like 12-year-old kid being like, oh, that girl, she's so pretty. And it's like a 25-year-old woman, like, and like eventually she's attracted to him.
Yeah. What movie do we see? Was it Blank? No, it wasn't Blank Check. Was it Blank Check? I think it was Blank Check. Where he like eventually like wins the girl. All right, does it say Nat Ver?
Now.
What's that? They came out to help us.
Meet the Garbage Pail Kids.
Starring Nat Nerd, Windy Winston.
Nat Ver.
Like Windy Winston, I get. But what is Nat Ver?
Wait, I'm gonna wait. Nat
Nerd, according to Letterboxd credits. Okay, Nat Nerd. All right.
Yeah, it sounded like Nat. Okay, yeah, Nat Nerd is a Garbage Pail Kid.
I think the trailer was good. I am oddly curious. I know this is one of those like notorious bad movies that people watch on streams, because like it's hilariously bad. You don't really do that. But I am a little bit curious. But I do like the first minute of that, knowing what the movie is now. The first minute where it's not giving that to you, so I'm going to give it 1 point.
Yeah, it felt like a 1-pointer, not a 2-pointer. Alligator. Here are the names: is Alligator, Foul Phil, Nat Nerd, Greaser Greg, Windy Winston, Messy Tessie, Valerie Vomit, and Banana Anna and Ultraviolet were also mentioned.
Greaser Greg? And Messy Tessie?
It's funny that like one of them, like Greaser Greg, is just an adult, but a kid.
He's got a knife. They give kids knives.
The UK equivalent was Sloppy Slobs. I like it. There's so
Sloppy Slobs, meaning that somebody's name was Slobs.
That reminds me when I was writing on Tig and Seek, there was a period where we were like, we have to make a Tig and Seek movie, but it has to be a live action movie, but Tiggy needs to be a weird like puppet, like a Garbage Pail Kid type character. We were so like, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the thing is like, you make something like that so weird that like it will be studied. You know, like how many podcast episodes do you think there are of people talking about the Garbage Pail Kids movie?
Yeah. True.
Dan T. Ballard said, I would have loved to work on that. I'm going to give that 1 point.
I'm going to give it 1 point also.
And then chat has given it 29%, so that is 1 point from chat. So it's 3 points for the Yarbush Kale Kids movie.
Yarbush Kale. It's touchdown. Zach touchdown. Yarbush Kale his.
That touchdowns at the Celtics game. Can't even watch this.
Oh yeah.
It had hair all over its body other than the face itself.
There are in fact 4 different types of, what we think of as Sasquatch or Bigfoot.
We have all dominion over the beasts of the field.
We've decided to disband the police department. I'm real sorry we had to let you go.
Middle America.
DNA tested Bigfoot hair. Portland's International Cryptozoology Museum has it all when it comes.
Oh my gosh! Go! Run! Run! Guys, let's play hide and seek. Cindy, you first. Okay, let's go. Count to 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know where Cindy is? She didn't find me. You're the only hope we have in this town.
For your forgiveness now. But I'm gonna kill him.
Blessed be the Lord thy strength. Teach it
kind of a tiny gun.
the war.
Yeah, is that like a small shotgun he has there?
Looks like a BB gun.
Yeah.
Get closer on his biceps. Why is everybody in the woods? Just stay out of the woods.
Yeah.
Why are they kissing in the woods?
Here it comes. Get out of here.
What did it say?
Unlike any Christian movie you'll see this year.
Through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil.
All right. So watch how he's supposed to be punching Bigfoot, but he's clearly punching like a tree or something. And then that I love is like, I'm gonna break 3 sticks.
No evil.
It sounded like a fart sound. That person sounded like a fart. It's called The Badge, the Bible, and Bigfoot.
So wait, so did you see that he was like punching what you kind of like assume is supposed to be Bigfoot?
Yeah, it's just like bark.
And then it's clearly like a tree. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, who played Bigfoot? And you're like, oh, nobody played Bigfoot. We just hung some fur on a tree.
No, I know.
The tree didn't have a name.
You know. That guy was so into his muscle.
I mean, the camera guy was so into his muscle too.
Yeah.
The keeper says this would be good to watch drunk. This has to go on Beachy's Sunday Saved Sunday stream, I guess. I have seen more faith-based movies than I ever thought I would in my life because of this show.
It is so funny that they're like unlike any Christian movie you'll see this year. The assumption you're gonna see so many Christian movies this year
about Bigfoot. No, the other Christian Bigfoot movie.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't give us a lot of God stuff in the trailer. You know, normally they really hit you with it.
He just did that whole walk through the valley of death.
Well, Baca says Letterboxd lists 8 cast members, and 6 of them have the same last name. I'm assuming it's the White family. Is that what it is? The Wright family.
You had it right the first time.
I'm looking at the other scenes. So it's they have one called Hee Haw Farm, Loving the Least, Prancer, Adventures with Pudgy Paul, Kill Pen Rescue, Hearts and Horses. Yeah. Nate, pull up the poster for this movie. Okay, what is it called? The Badge.
Whoa, crazy.
Bible. Crazy what?
National flash flood warning is in effect until 12 a.m. This is a dangerous, life-threatening situation. Do not attempt to travel unless you are fleeing an area subject to flooding or under evacuation order.
Oh.
Or if you're being chased by a murderer or something.
Yeah. You're not in the lowland area though, right?
No, I think I'm fine.
All right, hold on. Here is the movie poster, and we're looking through Bigfoot's legs, and it looks like his target is a girl crying with no shoes on, and behind her is the badge, apparently. So that's
yeah. You gotta say too that's not his body. That's his head photoshopped on someone else's body, right?
Well, I mean, considering in the movie he's never dressed like that.
You know?
Yeah. He doesn't have a tactical. He's wearing a t-shirt in the movie most of the time.
Yeah.
It's got to be fun to make movie posters for Christian films when it's they're going to be happy with whatever they get. You kind of have carte blanche, you know?
All right. That's just begging for a nut sack and a little bit of a Bigfoot dick to be photoshopped into that, right?
Yeah, just like a hairy hot dog.
Just mostly nutsack. Mostly nutsack, but then you see a little bit of the head there too.
And it's like a dog's dick where it's like really hairy. It's like the Grinch's fingers.
It's red. Red on the tip, little red rocket.
A little lipstick. But huge balls.
Or you could also like do a big turd, like a.
He's got dingleberries all up in the crack, like all up in the words here, just like crusty shit.
All right, I got one note. It's a big one though. So I saw your first pass at the poster, and oh, did you like it?
Yeah. What are these? What is this? Boyd Primate says if you connect the dingleberries with thread, it makes a pentagram.
Bigfoot is a wild animal, right? So figure.
Does the Bigfoot shit in the woods? Yes. Does he have toilet paper? No.
Well, yeah, he's gonna have some dingleberries.
And some big old fucking balls.
Yeah. Do you think this is a boy Bigfoot? Yeah, it's definitely a boy Bigfoot.
You've seen a male dog.
Fucking
Animals got balls. It's a mammal.
Well, it just seems a little obscene, don't you think? Well, I mean, if hey, are you thinking about fucking the Bigfoot?
Well, why are you so obsessed with this? It's just balls.
Yeah. Dude, you're looking at this Bigfoot dick in a very sexual way. I don't know. Do you want to fuck the Bigfoot?
Censorship? No. You're the first person to mention the Bigfoot balls on the poster. Everyone has seen this. We're pretty far through the process here. Not one person has mentioned the dingleberries or the balls.
Not the printers. Not the billboard people.
It's already up.
It's up. And by the way, you're going to have to pay me for that stuff.
This is bad. This is bad.
Yeah.
So what are you going to give the badge, the Bible, and Bigfoot?
I'll give move too much. I'm gonna give it 2 points.
All right, I'm giving it 1 point just because it lacked things for me. It lacked a lot of like that ridiculous Christian turn, and I didn't really get enough of the creature.
True. I think the end was like absurd enough that I found it to be a fun time, and I had fun talking about it. Yeah.
All right, so that was the Badge of Bible and Bigfoot. I am giving that 1 point. Sam's giving it 2. That's 3 from the boys. Chat was kind of split, but this did end up on the higher side of 50. That's 2 points from chat. That's going to be 5 points total for the Badge of Bible and Bigfoot. Going to the Badge of Bible and Bigfoot. Going to Flanja. It says, is 2 seconds of a cheap Bigfoot costume on theme? For one of the seconds, the costume is just hanging from a tree branch because the Christian homeschooling family that made the film, presumably, have no friends. I'm not saying that to sound mean. They barely ever appear in the same shot because their kids aren't old enough to work the camera yet. It's pretty funny. So that is 5 points to Flanya.
All right. We're not going to watch this whole trailer here. I just want to show this. This one isn't up for votes, but the description here was talking bacon terrorizes the screen.
Why aren't we going to watch the trailer? Why are we not voting on it?
We're not going to vote on this one.
When I first came to the boss's farm, it was a whole new world to me. Everyone here seemed to know their place. The boss and his wife, the sheepdogs, the sheep.
Do you know where this is going?
And all the other animals. Well, almost.
We've got to do something about that duck.
Now I just have to figure out where I fit in. I want my mom.
Good heavens.
All right. This is obviously... but the funny thing, Paul Walker's brother put this in, and he put it in as BABE, like it's like an acronym. I was like, okay.
That's hilarious to me. I'm sorry. I don't know why that's so funny.
All right, cool. You ready?
Yeah. Bacon appropriating beast extraordinaire. There you go.
Dance, dance, baby, dance, come and dance with me. Hear the beat of the pounding sea. Ride, baby, ride, come and ride with me. Let your feet go easy.
Awesome.
What do you make of this?
Look at the boom.
Where's the other end go? It dumps into the ocean.
It looks exactly like the South American Fantigua fish. I hope you can take one alive, Sheriff.
I still believe that a human clawed that girl to death. The Beach Girls and the Monster. Starring John Hall, Sue Casey, and the glamorous Watusi dancing girls from Hollywood's famed Whiskey A Go-Go nightclub.
Oh.
Music by Frank Sinatra Jr.
You got a monster in the surf.
What the fuck?
Chicks, do you have a problem?
They're not going to mention that?
You won't have
Animatronic
after
puppet
you
thing?
meet the monster on the beach.
Oh, yeah, and they're friends with Chuck E. Cheese.
Charles in
Beauties in
introducing.
bikinis, laughing,
Charles
singing,
E. Cheese.
surfing, sinning. Beach party lovers making hey hey in the moonlight while the monster waits and watches. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This one will kill you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, what was that? Yeah.
I like how they did the Wayne Newton's brother joke where they're like, and music from Frank Sinatra Jr. Because like also like this is like 1965. This is like in the height of Frank Sinatra, you know, like they definitely downplay that junior. I like this one. 2 points.
Yeah, this was very much up my alley. And you know, and I'm always looking for that one thing in a trailer to like give me the 2-point bump. And for this, it was that like animatronic, like mouse rat creature.
Yeah, the like Mickey Mouse kind of.
Yeah, that had like lines in the fucking trailer, you know, that they don't address at all.
Yeah.
That was weird. I thought they were. I was betting that they would come back. Like
starring John Hall, Sue Casey, and the glamorous Watusi dancing girls from Hollywood's famed
I didn't know the
Whiskey
Whiskey
A Go-Go
Girls had
nightclub.
been around that long.
Music by Frank Sinatra Jr.
You got a monster in the surf.
Yeah. Is that Frank Sinatra Jr. playing the guy?
Maybe. Yeah.
Man, that was bizarre.
What was the song? You got a monster in a.
You got a monster chasing you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give that Dos Pointerinos.
Cool. Yeah, 2 points also.
2 points from Sam. Chat, there's still a couple seconds left to vote. Chat is leaning on the 80%. So it looks like it's going to be 3 points from chat. I don't think it is going to get... Oh, somebody just voted against. Somebody voted for. So,
Away Stork Away voted against. Maybe it's just competitiveness.
Yeah. Well, it looks like that's still sticking around. Went up again. A couple more seconds if you haven't voted yet.
Oh, there's a monster in the surf.
Kingsley the Lion Sings There's a Monster in the Surf is a YouTube video that contains that song. Interesting. All right, so Chad has given that 3 points. That's another
7-point trailer. There's been a lot of 7-pointers in this category.
It's true. Who gets that? What is the contest?
That goes to Lobotka.
Lobotka.
Let me see what this context says. 60s beach movie with a monster killing people. Trailer also briefly includes the weird puppet musical number from the movie Beauties in Bikinis, Laughing, Singing, Surfing, Sinning. Oh no, that's just a quote from the trailer.
Mythic says, was there a creature? Yeah, it was the monster.
Yeah.
He was in the trailer a lot.
You didn't notice it because you were thinking about the weird lion.
Yeah, and the boobs. And the boobs.
Oh yeah, there was the boobs. Boobies.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Meet Mommy and Daddy.
I told you.
Oh, this is so loud.
Everything's ready.
This is what it's like in Florida now.
Mommy's little darling is becoming Mommy's little mutant terror. The Suckling.
What is going on?
We're locked in.
Yes, trapped in a bordello, Mommy and Daddy must try and survive their wayward offspring.
What happened to her?
I mean to get out of here alive.
The Suckling.
What the hell is this?
If you're looking for nail-biting action and suspense, see The Suckling. The Suckling.
Abomination.
AKA Sewage Baby. 1990.
So this looks like an anti-abortion horror movie.
Or pro.
I mean, it looks like they aborted the baby, then flushed it down the toilet, and then it got sewage on it and became a monster.
Yeah.
How would that be pro?
I mean, these people are probably into horror movies, and they're like, that would be cool as shit. This is what Fox News thinks is in NYC sewers.
Yeah.
This is why abortion should be legal, so you don't make mutant sewer babies. There you go.
Yeah. Maybe that's it. Is that it is like a this hospital is like a sketchy hospital. It was clearly a sketchy hospital. They have the
Guy Cognito says, we have seen this before, and I think you guys made the same exact statements. It's likely. Right. It's likely. I release it. And yet I stay the same person, so I'm going to have the same impressions.
What did I vote for it before? What do you think? I hate the delay because I'm always like I want to ask chat that question, but then it's always like
Yeah, and then like on a phone, I don't know if you've watched Twitch streams on a phone, but the delay could be like 30 seconds, so you're like,
oh, that's crazy.
Somebody has here's a question. And then by the time you actually give up on a question, somebody answers it.
Yeah. Let's say give it a 1.
It feels 1 to me.
It's a little too trauma-y. Trauma rubs me the wrong way. Cool.
And chat has given it 66% yes. So that is going to be a 2-pointer. It's going to be 4 points from chat going to 4 points from chat going to the Suckling. Grimward with the Suckling says a horrible film about an aborted foetus who becomes sewage monster and rises up to massacre everyone at the abortion clinic. Lovely stuff. Fun. All right.
Okay. Here we go. What a come.
Your kind are pestilence, spreading death and destruction across the stars. You will be executed. Guilty. Chaos provides.
Close.
This is a classic close encounter of the 7th kind. There's an extraterrestrial cyborg, and it's casting mind-controlling thrall over everyone.
Are you off your meds? Soon we will be many.
Is that Locutus?
Relaying coordinates.
E.T. phone home.
We need to bust ourselves out of here and save the world.
E.T. Phone Home was such a good line, it had to make it to the trailer.
Yeah.
It's Tango.
What they look like? Well, have you ever seen Star Trek: The Next Generation? You know the Borg? They look exactly like a cheap version of that.
Is that a reference?
Oh, Sheborg. Yeah, you know how like the Borg weren't women? No, yeah, they were. They were what?
I like how
I haven't seen Star Trek before.
Yeah, Sheborg, like the Borg from Star Trek. Yeah, I get
it. Yeah, like what if the Borg were women? Some of them are.
No, I only saw the one episode.
What?
Yeah, they were all guys in the one I saw. I was inspired by. Lobaka says, when an alien fugitive crash lands into a local puppy farm and begins turning people into machines that feed on puppy flesh, Dylan and her BFF Eddie have to decide whether or not to take on the Sheborg menace and save the world. What's save the world? I mean, they're just eating puppies. I mean, not.
Yeah. I guess it's, if the world's going to be, not have puppies, it's that sucks.
I mean, Alf ate cats, and he was allowed to stay. You know, double standard. Okay, if Alf's allowed to just survive, and
he wasn't allowed to eat cats, but okay,
he wasn't allowed to eat cats, but he did eat cats, right?
I don't know if he ever got them. He was trying to.
In Melmac, it's weird that they also had cats, right? All right, so what are you going to give the Borg lady? Sheborg.
Sheborg. 1 point.
1 point for Sheborg. I don't mean damn it for you. I mean damn it because the button I was pushing isn't working. Trying to do this. I use this as like a sig burn in the corner when I need to make an edit. So up in the top corner of the stream, when I'm scrubbing through the show, I see that. I know that I have to edit something there. There's a little inside baseball for y'all. You said 1 point for Sheborg.
1 point for Sheborg.
I'm going to give 1 point for Sheborg. Chat did not like it. It's getting 1 point as well. That's 3 points for Sheborg.
All right, and that was when that was Dr. Ilium. 3 points for
Dr. Ilium.
Dr. Ilium. Okay.
Right. Next trailer.
For 10 centuries it has waited to be awakened, to be worshipped again like a god, to fill the skies, to cast its shadow over the earth, to release its fury.
United 93.
Today in New York City, the winged serpent rises. The winged serpent rules. The winged serpent.
It's shitting on them.
David Carradine.
This thing has been prayed back into existence.
Michael Moriarty.
It was big and there was something in it that looked like an egg. But it couldn't have been an egg. I mean, there aren't any eggs. I mean, there's no egg that big.
Richard Roundtree.
What I want to know is... how the hell does this tie in with the murders and mutilations?
Candy Clark.
What are you going to do if someone dies tomorrow, or the next day, or the next day?
Well, I'm not going to think about it. You know, it won't be my fault. It'll be theirs if they don't give me what I want.
Money. $1 million in cash, tax-free.
They are searching.
Looking good.
Discovering. Believing. And preparing for the battle of 1,000 years.
Load tracer ammunition. Want to see the trajectory?
Get those guys into the basket. Okay, everybody hold their positions. Everybody stay right where you are, all right? Don't move.
It's right behind you.
Don't move. We're gonna get this loser winged serpent. Oh, she's right behind me, isn't she?
Man against the fantastic flying forces of a lost age.
You like saying a prayer?
Man against the winged serpent. Today in New York City, the winged serpent.
It's like real shots of the Chrysler building.
Yeah.
With like guys hanging out the windows.
The legend has come
That's
alive.
awesome. Ooh, look at that poster.
That's really fun.
That's great. Cue the winged serpent.
Huh.
What was that guy's name? The Frazetta? Is that like Frazetta style art?
Oh, I don't know.
It kind of looks like it though, you know?
Is it that heavy metal? Is that what Frazetta does? Is that Nate?
Oh, sorry. yeah. Sorry, I
metal?
accidentally muted my mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't see it. No, yeah. Okay. He did some. I think he did some, right? Heavy metal. I mean, it looks like a Frazetta, but it could, he had a lot of imitators.
I think it's funny that like this is set in New York, because it seems like the Winged Serpent is like most, like you mostly have to like worry about the Winged Serpent when you're like swimming on a rooftop pool. And I don't think that's like a huge New York thing, obviously there's some, but it's like a very, very niche thing to be afraid of, is that a winged serpent is going to come down and get me while I'm swimming on my rooftop pool.
I liked it.
Yeah.
And like some of the stills I've looked up are pretty funny.
So that line was great of like,
it's like, what are you gonna do if somebody dies tomorrow? Next day, next day. I don't give a fuck.
It's not my fault. It's their fault for not paying me.
Yeah, I love it. I'm trying to find out who drew the cover to this, because it's great. And at one thing I saw, but it's like a weird link, is like it was a successor to Frank Frazetta. Like it was legendary Peruvian sci-fi artist and successor to Frank Frazetta, Boris Vallejo. So interesting there. Wanted to look it up, and I did. There you go, everybody. Boris Vallejo, and his stuff looks very similar. There we go. There's a new extensive Frazetta book out now, or very soon, I believe. Cool. Love that shit. Love it. I liked Q the Winged Serpent, and so I'm going to give that 2 points for the Slut Boy.
2 points from here from me too. Wait, Lobaka says, I like that they called the movie Q because it's Quetzalcoatl was going to be a much more difficult title.
It's funny you say that.
It's Quetzalcoatl.
The Aztec god Quetzalcoatl finds a home in the Chrysler Building and feeds on random New Yorkers. It is up to Shaft and Kane from Kung Fu to stop it. Amazingly bad effects in this classic. So bad it's good movie from the early 80s. I dug it. So chat was almost there, but didn't quite get to 3 points. So that's going to be 2 points from chat, 2 points from the boys. It's going to be a 6-point trailer going to Guy Incognito, former Trailer Boys champion.
Former sex offender. He had to knock.
That's true? Oh.
Yeah. I was living in his neighborhood, and I met him because he knocked on my door one day and had to tell him, he was like, I have to tell you this. And he read from this whole thing, and I was like, hey, do you like movie trailers? You should check out our show.
Oh, and that's how, okay. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, Guy Incognito says he was acquitted, Sam.
Oh. I don't know. Then why'd they make you, go door to door?
Maybe it was preemptive.
He
knew it was coming.
Yeah. All right, ready?
Yeah. Abby Sally says, is it illegal to start saying people are sex offenders? Because I might start doing that.
It has been written since the beginning of time that evil, supernatural creatures exist in a world of darkness. And it is also said, man can call forth these powers of darkness, the demons of hell.
the night of the demon.
And tonight is the night that Dana Andrews, as a daring scientist, defies the mysterious, murderous devil cult in a desperate battle against the demons of hell.
What's he doing with that cat?
Oh, why did you drop the poker?
Red hot.
It isn't, you know. Oh, my boy, you're as pale as death.
There was something in here.
He has been chosen.
I've been chosen for what? What do you mean?
Today I found all the pages of my desk calendar torn out after October the 22nd. I know why. He died on the 22nd. John, what's the matter?
The same thing happened to my desk calendar after the 28th.
The frightened girl. The master of witchcraft.
You will die, as I said, at 10 o'clock on the 28th of this month. Your time allowed is just 3 days from now.
Skeptical? Don't make up your mind till you see this masterpiece of macabre magic. Because, after all, evil supernatural creatures really do exist.
Cool effect. Yeah. That is cool. How do you think they did that footprint thing?
Let's see it again.
There's two things. Like there was the shadow with the poker.
The demons.
That was really cool.
It is the night.
And a mysterious, murderous devil
Like this
cult
part.
in a desperate battle against the
With
demons
the shadow
of hell.
here. I mean that's cool.
Oh, why did you drop the poker?
Who exist. Macabre magic. Because, after all, evil supernatural creatures really do exist.
Ooh.
I bet they had like a. It's like little like dirt where they would had little things that they would pull down on. Like I bet from below it was lowering. You know,
It's pretty cool. Reverse stop motion, maybe. I don't know. It looked like you saw it go down, and then there was smoke that came out of the footprint. So I don't know. Pretty cool effect. I love shit from this era, like how inventive they are with the practical stuff. You know, like that is too easy of an effect to do with today's technology. Even if you have like the built-in stuff with your computer, you can do some shit. I give it 2 points. I thought that was awesome.
I thought that was great. 2 hard points. I also I want to point out that that's like a fucking spooky looking clown, huh?
Yeah, it's good.
Like I like how he's also not a clown for anything else in the trailer.
Yeah.
Too. Like
that's like a John Wayne Gacy clown.
Yeah. And I mean, this is when did John Wayne Gacy, make it big?
Make it big, make it to the prime time.
Do his thing.
This is 1957. I think he was 70s.
Yeah, so this is 70s. This is pre John Wayne Gacy. This is before it was cool, to be like a scary clown.
I don't think he was trying to be a scary clown.
Yeah, true.
He was like, "Hey, I'm a nice clown. I don't murder people. Why is always clowns be murdering?" I'll say this about this trailer: like a lot of these older movies, like have really cool trailers, and these are the kind of movies I used to play at the nightclub because there's a ton of dialogue in them and very few like effect scenes here because it was kind of expensive to do. So they're like pretty boring movies. This one I actually would want to watch. I would watch this for sure. Some of the other ones I'm like, it's not really worth watching because it's kind of shit. Like if you haven't heard of it, it's from this era. There's probably a reason. But this looks pretty simple, and I'm not saying it's not going to have a lot of boring parts to it, but it looks interesting enough to me that I would want to see it.
It says Night of the Demon on the video file, but the trailer said Curse of the Demon, right?
I don't. Let's see.
Alternate title: Curse of the Demon.
Evil, supernatural.
It was probably one of those things where like Night of movies were hot, and they were like, "Oh, Curse of the Demon, change it to Night of the Demon."
I like that. I like that name, Curse of the Demon. It's like, you could do like Curse of the, and then like throw anything in there.
Curse of the Ex-Girlfriend.
Yeah. Hey, that's scary.
Curse of the Expired Condom.
Curse of the Indian food last night. That's what happened to me earlier.
That's funny. So here's an interesting thing is chat really liked that as well. Only one person voted no against it. And everyone else seemed to really enjoy it. And so this got over 95%. You know what that means?
Whoa.
A very, very rare
4-point trailer.
4-point trailer, yes.
So that's an 8-point trailer.
8-point trailer, who gets it? That's a rare.
Dark Bastard.
Oh.
I think is that the first time that someone's
I think so. I mean, we've done our bonus point before.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have given this a bonus point, but we weren't. I don't retro it.
Yeah.
All right.
Look, then run for your life. Incredible is the word for the world's first monster musical. See in magnificent Eastman color, the daring, dancing, enticing, and horrifying, the incredibly strange creatures who stopped living and became mixed-up zombies. From the innocence of music and laughter comes the twilight of terror. Along the midway, scantily clad dancers, luring the young lovers into the sideshows.
She gets her shit out of shape.
See the dancing girls of the carnival murdered by the incredible night creatures of the midway.
I will know that something evil lies ahead for me.
An unspeakable pit of dismal subhuman monsters who drool and gibber, moaning for the thrill of revenge. Incredible are the songs, the gaiety, the zombie stomp of those who will stop living. And then the mix-up, trickery, and the device to ruin. See the hunchback of the midway fight a duel of death with the mixed-up zombies, turning men into monsters, twisted, tormented human vultures, yearning to kill. Incredible creatures clutching at the thin threads of their miserable lives. Human vultures, only the weird zombies remain.
Obey.
Who is the woman branded in birth wearing the wart of horror?
Do as Madame Estrella said.
The world's first monster musical. The incredibly strange creatures who stopped living and became mixed-up zombies.
Okay, that was insane.
That was,
write that title out.
You know what that reminded me of is it reminded me of like VR, like how it's like just like, hey, check it out, a roller coaster. It's like you can tell like it's like the fact that it's like in color is like part of the novelty of this. Like, ooh, pretty ladies, a roller coaster, songs, dancing.
Pretty ladies getting murdered. It's funny. It says
that's a lot
41st
of VR.
anniversary edition. The 41st anniversary edition?
Yeah, this must have come out in 2005, right?
A hole in the wall where men can see it all. What the fuck kind of title is that? Yeah, it's too long. Yeah.
It also said comedy commentary by Joe Bob Briggs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you back it like 2 seconds.
Mixed up zombies.
Oh, okay. Fun. Does Joe Bob Briggs, like, I only know him as a guy, like, I'm not, you know, I don't have the knowledge that Timmy has about these things, but it's like, you know, I know Elvira, you know, introduced movies, and then during the commercials, she would do her thing. And then I know Mystery Science Theater, you know, did the whole, like, telling jokes throughout the movie. Is Joe Bob Briggs... What is he like? Is he like the guy that just introduces the movies and says some things in between the commercials? Or does he talk through the thing? He's more of an Elvira? Okay. He has a reboot show on Shudder? That's the thing, though. Shudder doesn't...
Joe Bob Briggs is a horror host, yes.
Yes. But if... I just think the concept of a horror host now, when we have a lot of streaming stuff and there's not really like commercials to jump to, then I'm like... So what do they do? Is it just the beginning and the end of the movie? When I realize, like, when I watch a movie, I stop and rewind so much, the movie's like twice as long. Like, we watched Never Been Kissed the other night, and it's like so problematic.
Oh, yeah.
It's so problematic where it's like they're just adults going to high school and, like, you know, falling in love with children. And then, like, the teacher is, like, falling in love with this student. And then as soon as he finds out that she's, like, an adult, he's so turned off.
Yeah, he's like, ugh, gross.
That's just a little bit of it, yeah.
Ugh, that totally kills it for me.
Yeah, so that took, like, 3 hours for us to watch.
Yeah, and David Arquette is dating, like, a 14-year-old in it the whole time.
Gymnast. Don't forget about that.
Yeah. And it's funny that, like, it's not only that he, like, goes to high school and starts dating someone, he starts dating, like, a freshman.
Yeah. Like, right away. And he had a girlfriend right before, in the scene right before that.
Yeah, yeah.
An adult girlfriend. Did you already tell Sam about Sexy Vegan? No. Yeah, there was the baseball coach in the movie looked like that guy Sexy Vegan, who is like a weird character from like a Dr. Phil episode. Like, the guy's obviously got some mental health problems and probably a drug problem. In a lot of videos, like him dancing in a Speedo, like somewhere in Hollywood, and he has like self-made tattoos that say like Sexy Vegan that are really bad. But his family owned the White Sox, so it's like his mom is rich and she always keeps him funding money. So we went on this like deep rabbit hole in YouTube of like people's like videos that they've like people, you know, take video of this like freak in the street, and it's just insane. Like just wearing like Speedos everywhere, and he's really skinny and stuff, and he carries a mirror around with him, and
weird.
It was a long rabbit hole.
Weird.
And he wrote a book.
I think the guy that played the coach was also in another movie called Clay Pigeons, starring Joaquin Phoenix and
we've tried to minhut that. I thought it looked good. Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn, right? Yeah.
And Janine Garofalo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look good. I think that looked good. I want to see it. Nobody voted for it.
I think Joaquin Phoenix, right? Is that right? Joaquin Phoenix? Yeah.
Although I think back then he was going by Joaquin
Phoenix. All right.
Oh, I forgot. The Sexy Vegan part thing. Just, I know it's an aside, but, you know, everyone's like looking stuff up, and somebody's like, apparently he got arrested for like animal abuse. And then there's like a video from like a TMZ type of person, and the guys, and they're like, so what's this thing about the animal abuse? He's like, look, I was just doing videos that I do, and I was naked in my room, and my dog came up and she licked my butt. Okay? And then he's like, and it's like the guy with the camera didn't know that was like the thing, like, because, you know, it was animal abuse. And so he's like, yeah, so the dog licked my butt. What's the big deal? And then he like makes it worse. So he's like, look, I didn't even know bestiality was illegal. And then he stops and he goes, but it wasn't bestiality. It wasn't bestiality at all. Look, she just licked my butt. She was having a good time. She licked my butt. I was having a good time. It's no big deal. It was insane stuff. And then he wrote 2 books, and then the blurb on Amazon for one of the books is hilarious because it's describing this character and that he's rich, and he's kind of describing himself. He's like, and this character went on to MIT and he became a millionaire because he invented this special kind of toilet. And then he goes on to describe the toilet in crazy detail in just the blurb about the book. And that's like the whole blurb. Like most of it is about this toilet. It's great.
All
it's
right.
great. All right. Sorry. I'm not pulling it out.
I gotta go.
We didn't vote for this movie. Fuck. I can't even cut this out. All right. The Incredibly Strange Creatures Who Stopped Living, and
I'll give it 1 point.
Give it 1 point. I'm gonna give it 2 points. So that's 3 from us.
Right.
Chat is giving it 1 point as well. So that's 4 points for The Incredibly Strange Creatures Who Stopped Living and Became Mixed Up Zombies. And that is going to Anthony Potkynes.
All right, cool. All right.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
They have been here since the dawn of time. They were on the battlefield with Alexander the Great. They were on the edge of Moscow with Napoleon. They're on every continent, in every city, and we do little to stop them. They're here now, waiting, watching. They've gone unchecked, unnoticed, and now they're monsters.
What's the matter?
It's about...
My hand! Something bit my hand! Are you okay?
It's a house cat.
Let's get the hell out of here.
But the bite itself is much larger than anything I'm familiar with. No, if I had to guess, I'd say something in the order of a Great Dane. Except the dogs don't have the jaw pressure to stab through those metacarpals that cleanly.
Would you believe the other day I saw a rat this big?
Is that the guy from The Shining?
Crothers?
No, I mean it.
Yeah.
He was this big.
Perhaps you could just go and check out the drain for me, please.
It's hard to believe that rats, even sewer rats, would attack a grown man.
As far as I'm concerned, they're just stories.
Overpopulated, oversized, and hungry. Not just for food, but for...
Folks, your lady friend was absolutely right about
Pussy.
the rats. We've gotten into the subway.
Subway's so dark.
The rat population of the world is estimated to be 108 billion, 24 times the human population. Deadly eyes.
Yeah.
Love it. So they were rats.
Yeah, they were rats. Yeah.
They were rats.
That was awesome. Yeah.
That was great.
I love the eyes there at the end was awesome.
Yeah. It would have been funny to me if it was just cats. Cats.
It's a good mid. Okay.
Good voiceover. Really good voiceover.
Yeah. I like the math in it too, that they say like this is how many rats there are, 4 times the human, like that they went through the process of being like, all right, how many rats are there in the world? This many. All right, and how many people? This many. Okay, that divide that by that. Yeah, that's 4 times. Wow.
If you finish the line of like they're here for more than food, it's also.
I don't think so.
Oversized and hungry. Not just for food, but for...
Paul, Your lady friend was absolutely right about the rats.
They've gotten into the subway.
Not just for Richard, but for Paul.
They really don't answer, do
The rat population of the world is estimated to be 108 billion. 24 times
the guy's name
the
Paul.
human population. Deadly eyes.
I hope that's a part of the movie where if it's like your name's Paul, you're fucked. Look for Paul.
All right, I have to go, but I have a fun. You can do the voting without me, if that's okay.
True, but I do need your help for a theme for next week because that's what you're really good at. We have a fun one.
I had an idea.
All right, hold on. Before, what are you voting for Deadly Eyes?
2.
2? I'm going to give it 2. Chat has given it 2 as well. No, 3. Chat's given it 3. So that is
another 7-point trailer.
And that
goes to baloney.milk.exe, who had a 7-point trailer last week.
Ooh, creeping in.
Wow, that's a really good start. That's we haven't seen a start like that in a long time. Yeah, who's Baloney Milk EXE? I don't know.
Stork says it's not him, but I know he drinks milk and eats bologna sandwiches. So
yeah.
You said you had something fun, and then you also had an idea for a theme for next week.
Theme for next week. What about money movies? And I'm gonna say this is about lots of money or no money. You know, like this is about being rich or being poor. And so you can like think about money movies like Trading Places is a great example of a money movie. But also like The Big Short is a money movie, or Wall Street, you know? So we're like, money is an integral part. Being rich or being poor is an integral part of the plot.
Cool.
Make sense?
Yeah. You had something fun you wanted to bring us?
No, I think that the fun plot tie-in with what we were just talking about, because there was that rich guy whose dog licked his butt.
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah. Cool.
All right, bud.
All right. See y'all on the flip side.
Okay.
That's my new sign off I'm working on. See y'all on the flip side, everybody.
I will stay on and do trailer of the week. Now you have 6 choices. Trailer of the week. Oh. Self. Go. All right. So, winning trailer of the week is... Are we tied at all? No. Oh, we might be dead. No, it looks like the Kindred wins. Kindred, submitted by Beach That Makes You Old. Big win. Getting the dub. There you go. Where's the button? There it is. All right, so thanks everyone for sticking around. Sorry about the tech interruptions and all that, but we appreciate you hanging and banging.